Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another WWE Weekly Wednesday with Will. I am Will, of course, and I am here to talk to you guys about pretty much the happenings in WWE and how I see them. Let's start this off quick, fast, in a hurry, not really. Anyway, I don't know what I'm talking about, but I'm just going to jump into the topics that I have written down, starting with the whole Daniel Bryan, Brie Bella, Stephanie McMahon situation with the whole wanting Daniel Bryan to surrender his title or else she's going to fire Brie. Now, here's how I'm seeing this. I am already predicting it, that he's going to either be healthy enough to actually defend the championship so he can get out of that or something like that, or he's going to surrender it, because firing Brie Bella is not going to work that well, seeing as how it's a package deal. When you get Brie, you get Nikki. When you get Nikki, you get Brie. You don't have one or the other. So if Nikki's going to be still employed and Brie's not, I don't think that makes much sense. But then maybe Brie wants time off. Maybe she's cool with it. Maybe she doesn't mind, like, you know, piecing out for just some time off and then somehow getting her job back later on in the future. I don't know how that's going to work out, but I honestly see him surrendering the title for Brie's sake so that she can keep her job, because I mean, yeah, I love the storyline. The storyline is pretty much golden. That brings back the whole ruthlessness that Vince McMahon used to do, like back in the day. He used to like target like everything that you. It was just crazy, and I get that same feel with that when she mentioned, "Oh, fire Brie if you don't, surrender your title." But I legitimately see Bryan surrendering his championship for her sake, because it is pretty much what's most important in his life for him. At least that's just my take on it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Also, that it goes for any of these topics that I cover. It'd be great to see what you guys think. If you guys think differently, if you guys think the same as me, it's freaking awesome. That's why I make these videos, so we can all interact and see what we have in common or what we don't have in common. Also, speaking of liking and stuff, hit that like button if you enjoy. Don't hit that dislike button. Hell, you can if you want, but why would you want to? If you don't like it, just turn away. Anyway, next topic I have. NXT TakeOver is tomorrow. Well, it's Wednesday right now as of me recording. And WWE NXT TakeOver is live tomorrow on the WWE Network, which is going to be pretty badass. And I do not have the things. Why don't I have my I gotta pull this up, guys. Hold on. I don't even know who is like the matches, but I'm gonna throw this into like my whole like predictions match, or my predictions video. This will be like a predictions video for me for the NXT TakeOver matches, because I mean, I won't really force you guys to watch a second video based off of like just the predictions videos. But so far, you already know how I feel about the NXT Championship with Adrian Neville versus Tyson Kidd. And my money, of course, like I said, is going on Tyson Kidd, because I actually want to see him get up there, get some type of recognition, because I think he deserves it. I mean, not to take anything away from Adrian Neville, but I think it would be great to see Tyson Kidd in the spotlight, to see if he can actually keep himself up there, I think that would be great. Next up, we have Natalya versus Charlotte for the vacant NXT Women's Championship. Charlotte's cool, but from the matches that I've seen, I'm not really convinced. I'm pretty sure she's a great wrestler, but I've seen like 2 matches and where she just looked like it was just awkward. Like her movements were just awkward. Her moves were just weird to see. Whereas Natalya can sell her moves. She can sell a hit, whereas Charlotte, like when she tried to do the, like you guys know, like when Shawn Michaels used to get whipped into the corner. I'm not sure if Ric Flair did it either, but when Shawn Michaels gets whipped into the corner, then he like rolls up, flips over, sits on it, and then flips back down and falls. When I saw her do that, it was just so weird. But that's besides the point. It's neither here nor there. My money, of course, is on Natalya, because again, like Tyson Kidd, I would love to see her succeed, be on the top, and then hey, we could have a power couple in NXT. Tell me that's not a brilliant storyline. A freaking power couple with both of like 2 of the freaking the championships. Are you serious? That's always a freaking good storyline in my book. because they can run shop. They could turn into heel, or they can stay face. It's very versatile because it just seems so legit. Next up, we have Sami Zayn versus Tyler Breeze for a shot at the NXT Championship. Now, Sami Zayn is legit. Tyler Breeze, I don't know. I feel like I need to see more from Tyler Breeze. But again, I have not been watching NXT for too long. But I mean, when I see him, he just reminds me of another like a Dolph Ziggler, like number 2. You know, it's just really, really, really creepy. But I don't know. I don't really care who wins that match. But if I had to choose someone, I would actually go with I would go with Sami Zayn. But then again, I would go with Tyler Breeze just because, you know, he has that I'm the shit cocky attitude. So whoever wins, it doesn't really matter for me. But that's that match. And I believe that there's another match. What I'm watching or what I'm looking at only shows 3. But that's back a while ago. But I'm thinking that there is that tag team title match between the Ascension and El Local and Kalisto. Now, I want to see El Local and Kalisto win, only because you know, I want to see Ricardo Rodriguez with the championship. I haven't seen him with the championship. I know he's probably had one somewhere else and wrestled like elsewhere or something like that, but I want to see him with a championship. I mean, I love the Ascension. The Ascension is pretty damn badass from what I've seen, and I've only seen like 2 of their matches. But again, I'd love to see the Ascension drop the titles to Kalisto and El Local. And then there's also the ever loved Adam Rose versus Camacho. You already know who I'm going to pick. I like Adam Rose. I like the whole Exotic Express, but it gets old after a while, and I'm a Camacho fan. I have been since he was with Hunico, and they came out and were beefing with Ted DiBiase Jr. I mean, or just DiBiase, whatever you want to call him. Ted DiBiase, whatever. I can't say Ted DiBiase. I should slow down. But again, I'm going with Camacho because I'm actually a Camacho fan. And I think that's pretty much everything that comes to mind for NXT TakeOver, because yeah, I think that's it. So let me know what your predictions are for NXT TakeOver. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a badass freaking NXT pay-per-view. I just can't wait to see it. And that's that. And speaking of NXT, I want to speak about Bo Dallas for a second. He had his debut on Raw the other night, his debut on SmackDown, and where he won both matches. I believe he won on SmackDown, but I know he won on Raw. I don't know. Bo Dallas, just that finisher, the Bulldog, whatever that is called. I mean, didn't Trish Stratus use that move? It doesn't seem as effective. I mean, the Spike Dudley's Dudley Dog was a lot more fun to watch than that. I'm just not convinced. Bo Dallas, that whole Bo leave thing, I really wish Bo would leave. I mean, I don't really care to see. I just don't get it. I don't get the gimmick. But fun fact, I realized that me and Bo Dallas are the same age. That's pretty cool, I guess. But I don't know. I'm not really feeling his gimmick. I think he might serve better as a heel. Maybe they should. I think they should have put him with his brother. Like, that would be freaking sick. Now, since I mentioned his brother, let's go talk about the Wyatt family. I really think that Bo Dallas would make, like, him and Bray, I think they would be perfect. I'm pretty sure I think they were together at FCW. I read up a bit on that. But that would be freaking sick to have them be like, yeah, we're brothers. And then just wreck shop, or just invite Bo into the Wyatt family. That would be, I would enjoy that. But anyway, that leads me on to my next little point, which is the Wyatt family. The whole, we're going to decimate the Usos to send a message to John Cena in this upcoming Last Man Standing match with John Cena. Honestly, I want to make a prediction right now because I already have my prediction ready, but I'm going to save that for my Payback predictions video because that's just the type of guy I am. But the Wyatt family, I don't know. I mean, I love their influence. They're getting mad influence, but after Payback, I don't even know. I think Payback is going to be exactly what, like, it'll solidify everything. So whatever happens after Payback will be like the main thing that, like, you know, I don't know the words I'm looking for, but it will pretty much make or break it for the Wyatt family, I think. Now, speaking of Payback, look at these segues. It seems like the Authority got a little bit of payback on Brad Maddox and they fired him. Now, what I'm thinking here is that Brad Maddox, I'm thinking that he's going to maybe return to wrestling in the ring. Maybe, I'm not sure, because he started out, he was supposed to be a wrestler, and then I think they were like he was boring or something, and he became a ref. And then he became the general manager. He became Vicky's assistant, then he's the general manager. But I don't know, if he was to come back like as a wrestler, I think that would be pretty cool. Or maybe his being fired is just going to be a permanent thing, one of those TV things, and where you don't really get fired, you just get, you know, sent to like the back end, like pretty much go and do production, like behind the scenes and stuff like that. I don't know, maybe he's legitimately gone, but I'm pretty sure he might come back, because most on-screen firings are like legitimately fluff. If you're legitimately fired by the company or released by the company, that shit's mostly done behind the scenes. So he'll be back. I'm pretty sure we haven't seen the last of Brad Maddox, because Brad Maddox, he's I don't know, he's kind of got, I don't know, I would say he's got that fire, but I'm not really sure. Next up, we'll talk about this whole Eva Marie beating Summer Rae at the, you know, because of Fandango and Layla and blah blah blah. I mean, congrats to Eva Marie for getting her first victory on Raw. That's pretty cool, I guess. Looks like she showed a little bit better this time around, which is pretty cool to see. It's good to see her doing a little bit better, because she was a lot worse than what she did on Raw. And now the whole Summer Rae, the storyline is kind of taking a toll. It's taking a drop right now for me, in my eyes, just because I'm not really invested in the whole Fandango, Layla, Summer Rae thing anymore. It was interesting. Like, they need to spice it back up, because if we're just gonna go out and cost people matches, I mean, then it gets less fun. Like, give me some backstage craziness, and where somebody gets like Fandango sees her with somebody and he gets jealous or something like that. And that would be pretty legit for me, and or legit enough for me to see or to enjoy. I don't know. But again, congrats to Eva Marie for actually performing a little bit better in the ring, and for actually picking up a victory. Now, picking up a victory leads me on to my next topic on El Torito, for how he picked up a victory over Drew McIntyre, the chosen one. Which I really get annoyed by this whole El Torito Hornswoggle beef thing. They even have another match coming up at Payback, Hair versus Mask. Now, I'm going to lay this out right now. If they have El Torito win again, and then Hornswoggle shaves his head, I really hope they disband 3MB, because this whole thing is just really boring. And I'm really not impressed by it. The WLC match was pretty well done, but it wasn't really well done. It was interesting to watch, but it wasn't that well done. But yeah, the whole El Torito beating McIntyre, it's like, no, come on, dude. I don't care. No, that you can't just keep pushing McIntyre. Not even pushing McIntyre, just dropping McIntyre. You can't just have him job out. Like, they need to bring McIntyre back out, man. Like, push McIntyre. He needs that push. Break up 3MB, do something. I don't know, but this whole El Torito, Los Matadores versus 3MB or 3.5MB is just really, really stale, and I hope it ends at Payback. Rusev versus Big E, this whole storyline they've been trying to build up. I don't know. It's kind of uninteresting, to be honest. It's just like one of those that gets kind of, it's interesting to see, like, maybe their first interaction, and then after that it's like, okay, it's kind of like the whole Mark Henry Ryback, except a lot less interesting. The Mark Henry Ryback thing was pretty freaking epic. At least in my eyes it was. Then now this one, Rusev, Big E. I don't really care who's stronger. I mean, I think Big E may be stronger. You see how much he's benched, so yeah, I'm pretty sure Big E may be stronger than Rusev, but we'll find out who's gonna win that whole little feud that they've got going on there. I think the most important thing is that we want to see Lana in the ring. I definitely want to see Lana in the ring because it's kind of sad that Lana, she's kind of got this Paul Heyman effect, and where Paul Heyman almost he overshadows his clients. Like he overshadowed Ryback and Curtis Axel, and he didn't do it with the bigger guys. Like he can't do it with the bigger guys like Lesnar and CM Punk because they're their own like entity pretty much. But Lana kind of overshadows Rusev. Like I think a lot of people want to see Lana a lot more than Rusev, but maybe it's just because of her legs. But I don't know. Shout out to Rusev versus Big E. Let me know what you think on that situation or storyline and whatnot. I personally don't really care for it. Next up, the Divas Championship. We have a championship match for Alicia Fox against Paige at Payback. Reason number one, she actually beat Paige. All right, that's pretty cool. I mean, it was like the only reason. But as much as I would like to see A Fox, with the championship, with all this speculation about AJ returning soon, Paige is going to keep that title, and AJ is going to be like, "Oh, congratulations, rematch clause." Like AJ will come back with some I'm really predicting that once AJ comes back and her music hits, do you understand the pop that she'll get? This is going to be ridiculous, but I don't know, especially if we were in England. If we were in freaking England, if they had like it at like in the UK or somewhere, that pop for AJ when her music drops would be ridiculous. Now, speaking of pops, since Payback is in Chicago, it would be awesome to see CM Punk return. Maybe he might be. He's been tweeting on his Twitter account lately, not about WWE, but about the NHL playoffs. We never know, but I would love to see Punk return just to get a pop at freaking Payback. Chicago is his hometown. That pop is like the greatest. Whenever his music drops, doesn't matter if he's heel, doesn't matter if he's face, CM Punk gets the pop of a freaking lifetime every time his music drops in Chicago. Now, last little bit of whatever I wanted to talk about was, would you guys be interested in watching seeing a WWE 2K15 wish list video? I was thinking of doing a video detailing of what I would want to see in WWE 2K15 and what I would not like to see. But yeah, let me know in the comments below how you feel about that idea. Should I do it? Should I not do it? I bumped my microphone. I apologize if you heard that. But yeah, I was thinking about doing something like that maybe next week. And yeah, we'll see what happens. Let me know if you guys enjoy that idea, if you dislike the idea. Speaking of dislikes, hit that like button if you did enjoy this video. Thank you guys for watching. This has been WWE Weekly Wednesday with Will. I am Will, and I am peacing out. See you guys next week.